Begin in a comfortable seat. Palms can be faced up to invite in a little bit more energy as you begin to ground. Breathing in and out through your nose. And on your next inhale, slowly flutter your eyes open. Palms come to your knees as you move through seated cat and cow. So inhale, pull your chest through. Crown of the head reaches towards the ceiling, and exhale, round your back, tucking your chin to chest. Continue through the spinal flexions, just loosening up the spine, and then make your way into downward facing dog. Tucking the toes under, send the hips up. Find a moment to pedal out the legs, just loosening up the hamstrings to begin with. And then firm into your foundation. Slowly begin to walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat and find ragdoll. Feet are about hip distance apart, grabbing hold of opposite elbows, taking a bend in the knees at whatever feels good. Just letting the head and neck be heavy. And then slowly release your bind and roll all the way up to standing. Hands sweep to the sky, palms come together, and exhale them down to your heart. On your next inhale, hands sweep up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips as you pour it out. Inhale to halfway lift and lengthen, hands come to your shin, and then exhale, plant the hands as you step your right foot back into a lunge. Maybe rise up onto the fingertips, shine the chest forward, and step the left foot back to meet in downward facing dog. Really press into your dog here. Feet are about hip distance apart or wider. Actively pressing into all points of your hands and pressing your chest towards your thighs. On your next inhale, roll all the way out to plank, hands right under your shoulders. Soften the knees to the mat and lower down for your modified chaturanga. So you're coming all the way to the ground, keeping your elbows hugged in close to your body. Inhaling to peel your chest up for a cobra, and then move through table as you send the hips right back up to downward facing dog. Gaze goes to the top of your mat as you step your right foot through your hands. Left foot meets the right. Halfway lift here, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, hands sweep high to the sky, palms come together, exhale down to heart. Inhale, hands sweep up, palms come together, exhale, forward fold as you hinge at the hips and fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, this time lunge your left foot back, shine the chest forward. Right foot meets into plank pose, pressing the ground away, shift forward, and then lower down for chaturanga. Elbows are bent to 90 degrees to a hover. Flip over to the tops of your feet as you lift up for upward dog, so only your hands and the tops of the feet onto the mat. And exhale, send the hips right back up, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, left foot steps through your hands, right foot meets at the top of your mat, halfway lift and lengthen, and exhale to fold. Inhale, hands sweep high to the sky, palms come together, exhale down to heart. Inhale, hands sweep up, exhale, forward fold as you pour it out. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, exhale, fold, plant the hands, and jump back to chaturanga. Elbows are bent here. Inhale to find your back bend, and then flip over the feet to meet in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, rise high onto the toes, bend the knees deeply, and hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift and lengthen, and exhale to fold. Inhale, hands sweep high to the sky, palms come together, exhale down to heart center. Peek down, bring the big toe mounds to touch, and inhale as you sit back for chair pose. Hips are low, slightly tucking the tailbone under. The weight is mainly in your heels, so you're able to lift up through your toes, pulling your belly button into your spine as you engage your core. And exhale, forward release. Inhale to halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, step one foot at a time back to plank pose. Take your vinyasa flow here. High to low plank, finding your back bend and sending the hips up to downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel sweeps high to the sky. Step the foot through your hands, ground down for warrior one. So left foot is grounded down at about a 45-degree angle, squaring off your hips to the top of the mat, and then extending your hands right up to the ceiling. Exhale, release your hands down to frame the foot and step back to take your flow here. taking it on the other side. So inhaling your left heel high, three-legged dog. Exhale to step the foot through the hands, rise up for warrior one. So this time your right foot is grounded down in a 45-degree angle. Lift yourself up. Hands extend overhead, making any adjustments as needed. So relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, squaring off your hips to the front of the mat, and extending both hands back up to the ceiling. Exhale, release your hands down, framing the foot, stepping back. Option to keep that left foot lifted as you take your flow here. And meeting back into downward facing dog. On your next inhale, left foot steps through your hands, right foot meets at the top of your mat, halfway lift and lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, hand sweep high to the sky as you sit back for chair pose. Palms come together at heart center. Inhale, rise high onto the toes, slowly begin to lower all the way down to a squat, making your way onto your bottom, returning to an easy seat of Sukhasana as we take a few grounding breaths as we close out today. So just reconnecting with your breath here, breathing in and out through your nose. And bring your hands together at your heart center, taking a moment to express gratitude for today's self-care, bringing your thumbs to your forehead. Namaste.